So, fascia consists of very active cells in a fluid matrix. It is really alive, and I'm really hoping I can share this in a way that makes sense to you. It's a type of connective tissue, and it envelopes everything: your blood vessels, your muscles, your nerves, your bones, your joints, your organs, your brain, your spinal cord, everything, right down to a cellular level. Your connective tissue is a continuous fluid structure from head to toe without interruption. All right? Now, fascia has only recently been better understood the last several years. There's actually an organization called the Fascial Congress, and they have been meeting every single year at an annual symposium and sharing all of their research and their knowledge, these experts from all around the world. So because of that sharing, we've come to know a great deal about fascia and connective tissue recently, okay? And so we're getting to know more and know more, but there's still a lot we have yet to understand. It's a fascinating structure. So it used to be considered like packing material, right? And whenever you were doing any type of anatomical dissection in gross anatomy, and it's not termed gross because it's gross working on dead bodies, it's termed gross because there's no microscope used. It's all, you know, by the naked eye learning. So the fascia used to be considered the packing material, and you would just remove it to get it out of the way so you could get to the good stuff, the muscles and the bones and all of that, right? Well, now we know that fascia actually is the good stuff, anatomically speaking. So I'm thinking of a way that can really get you to understand just how important your fascia is. So depending on what anatomy book you look at, they all give us a different set of number of muscles based on their dissection and their interpretation. But let's say 600 muscles. You really don't have 600 muscles. You have one muscle separated by 600 compartments of fascia. So, and if that's all one system, and it's continuous and there's no separation, how important it is to understand that that system exists and to be able to treat it and repair it if it's been injured or harmed in any way, right? So what does this mean and why does it matter? Well, I just started saying why. When it comes to pain, assessing your body using the conventional musculoskeletal model, that's really incomplete, because what's going to happen is it's going to provide a misinformed picture of what's truly happening with mobility. Because if my fascia is surrounding all of my muscles, okay, and I say I can't open this, or I have pain when I do this, well, maybe it has nothing to do with my muscle, and maybe it has nothing to do with my joint, and maybe it has everything to do with the fascia that's surrounding those structures. Maybe the fascia there is impaired and restricted. Maybe it's compressed. Maybe it's dehydrated. So addressing that system is going to be important, correct? So when you sit all day long, you're sitting on your fascial back line. The fascial lines have been determined by a brilliant, skilled clinician, Tom Myers, and I'll talk about him in a moment. But so the back line, if I'm sitting on it right now in this chair, I'm compressing the back line. So my hamstring area, my glute area, back of my thighs and my buttocks are compressed, right? So fluids being pushed away because of the pressure. Just like people when they're in a hospital bed, if they can't roll over, they end up getting bed sores, right? They get ulcers, they get wounds on their body because that pressure pushes the fluid away and the cells literally start to die off. Well, we're not going to sit in a chair long enough for that to happen, but that compression for 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 hours a day is going to take its toll on the health of our fascial system, okay?